I did a pop culture show in 2012
Okay.
called Pop That Culture, but it was just
okay.
a warehouse in Markham with a green screen that I would go to and be like, and I'm going to need Nene Leaks right here.
That's my dream.
And this Persian man like sat me down and he was like, we love your show. He was like, we need another show, lesbians. He goes, one, maybe two lesbians. Do you have? I don't even know if legally we can write like seeking
2 lesbians.
one, maybe two lesbians.
I mean, I think if like casting can write notes like she's got a face for a farmer's market, she wears jeans, but you know how, then I think you might be able to get specific for a warehouse in Markham gig.
Yeah, unpaid.
Oh, of course. I didn't assume anyone was making any money. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Regular Pop. I'm Stacey, and
I'm Patrick. Pop.
Pop. Can we talk about your amazing shirt right now?
Oh, I mean, please, if we can talk about yours too.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, based on our previous conversation before recording, I think this sweater has unintentionally hate crimed you as well, because we don't quite know where it stands.
I wasn't able to give it a full compliment. It was like, I think I like it, and
Yes.
it's obviously going in a couple of different directions, but I think they've arrived somewhere good, promising.
Let's start with what we know. We know that the color is fun.
We love the color. We love the color.
Now,
Peach
style,
Dream.
shape, form, quality, thickness, structure, those we don't know.
It's only, and it will always be the collar for me, because it's like, you're like, oh, it's got like a golf shirt. It's got a collar. And then you're like, it's like a knitted collar. Okay. And then I'm just staring at the collar, just being like, do we or don't we?
First, I can, like I said before, your concerns are my concerns. I consider this a home sweater. Now, this sweater brings a lot of what are you dressed as for Halloween energy. There's a lot more questions than answers. And yeah, like, I don't know.
It's very like something's got to give. Like, it's very,
yeah, it is very something's got to give. You know, the sweater maybe is a Diane Keaton, and this is certainly the Jack Nicholson. And we're thinking, does this go together? Is this the pairing we want? Nancy Meyers, please discuss.
And at the end, they're together, but we're like, I think I still like Keanu Reeves better.
I don't think anyone's surprised, and I don't think anybody cares.
I think the one thing that I will add to the conversation, which I think you know, is that I decided to jump into the DMs of Demois in light of like the Jlo stuff, because one of my flight attendant gays was like, Jlo's a nightmare. Like, Jlo like sat in first class, and they were like, it was like they were instructed, like, do not look at her, do not talk to her, do not say anything to her.
Wild.
And I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt that, like, what if maybe that's like just an assistant who's gone a little bit, who's just like sipping the Kool-Aid too much. Be like, don't look at her. Don't look at her. Leave her alone.
Marcus,
that's me.
Please.
Yeah.
My hair.
You wonder why I have this exploding energy. Like, it's like I may be on fire.
Because here's what I think. I think A-Rod allegedly, but I'm pretty sure he cheated. I mean, there's talk of like Madison from Southern Charm being like, hello. And then people called her out on the Southern Charm reunion. So clearly there's some sort of like messiness on foot or happening. And I feel like did J-Lo like bring him back, be like, no, we're back together, so that she could then be like, we are now done?
Just really quickly, I think instead of saying afoot, you said on foot.
Yeah. There's something about this sweater. I'm changing.
I remember my friend Ruth just being like, I don't know. Then I just let it fall by the waistline. and did a move too, like fall by the waistline. And I was like, oh, you really think it's that?
I said what I said, and I'm not changing on it. Okay.
I love them. I love like malapropisms. Like,
what did you just call it? Malapropisms?
Yeah.
Did you see this tear fall off my face? God, you just are so smart. No wonder you went to Tish. Like, one of us did ballet in an army base gym, and one of us went to Tish. Who was it?
Watch, I'm just so nervous that that's not the exact, like, it's like, I think a malapropism is like saying the wrong word when you meant one word and you said a different one.
I am so far like behind you intellectually. I couldn't even Google that for fear of how I would spell it out.
You're like, because it's a French
So Colton Underwood of Bachelor fame, the infamous fence jumper, has come out as gay at 29 years old. And he did this with Robin Roberts on Good Morning America.
I guess he was a fence sitter and then landed. Like, I don't. Oh. I'm also trying to reference something that I did the bare minimum of research on this. I don't watch The Bachelor, and I was just like, okay, who is she? Like what? Like so.
So he was on The Bachelor. He was the infamous Virgin Bachelor, and he ended up with the woman at the end. They didn't get engaged. They just stayed together. And then they had a very tumultuous breakup where he was like allegedly
stalking her. And she had to get a restraining order. And then,
sorry,
me just burping 5 times and trying to swallow each one. It was like the whole time you were talking, I was like, it was like one after another, just like these waves. And I'm like, give us a break. Okay.
It was the universe saying, how dare you spend any time researching? Okay. Give me a map. I couldn't tell you where Colorado is, but I do know that Colton Underwood is gay.
First things first, it's like, I mean, he's obviously going to do well in the community. Like, it's like I look at him and I'm like, okay, yeah, like you are very,
okay. Winona Ryder, and the award goes to?
Did you make the faces? Like, he looks like a Sean Cody porn star. Yes. And I feel like the porn would be like Abercrombie and Buck. Like, it's like he's, like he's
that's
that.
Got to be a title. If that's not a title already, it's copyright here.
Yeah.
He's
it's like smell-o-vision. Like, you're just like, oh, that cologne. We did not miss this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering what will happen, because it is like, it seems like, I'm wondering what his trajectory will be, because he was a stalker before. So he's got intense emotions, obviously. I'm just curious what will come of it now.
It feels like a very Aaron Schock, like the Republican congressman kind of journey. Yeah. Where it's like, you're problematic to like most of us, but also all of us would suck you. So like, you'll do well, you'll do fine. The nudes will get leaked. We'll get maybe an OnlyFans, and like, will
this
do
is
great.
my question, because I was like, do you think he will at some point go to OnlyFans? Not because he's gay, but I'm just like, he's in the
statistically, gays are more likely to be on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
it's
when
just
people come out as gay and then they instantly become a porn star. I'm just wondering if the trajectory will track for Colton.
It is actually remarkable how inoffensive that comment is. It is like, that is just true. Crossover episode, I saw Carole Radziwill of the Real Housewives of New York tweet out something about the Colton Underwood situation.
What
and
did
I
she
am
say?
Dying to hear your take on this, because
Okay.
I was like, first of all, I am Team Carole, I was. So she says, congrats to Colton Underwood, but also what? You apply and compete with other men to go on a TV show looking for love, and you think you might be gay? What about processing that without involving TV crews and 25 girls? It's a great day for gay men, bad day for young women.
Okay, Carole. What? It's like, what are you talking about?
Like,
there's so much to unpack there.
And there's a lot of stuff of like, there are a lot of people being like, you don't understand what it's like to be gay. And and it's a lot of gay men saying this. And then she's being like, another man shutting down a woman and telling her what she can't talk about. And you're like,
no, but like, you don't know what it's like to be processing your sexuality. And also, like, don't tell him to like not process something on TV when you built your entire career processing things on TV. As if, I mean, like, whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was a bummer. Like, it's like, the thing is, like, people's journey into their sexuality is truly their own to take. And like, I just don't really personally buy the argument of like, oh, well, don't implicate other people. Like, what about the poor woman that you've like married or whatever? And it's like, well, you have a right to figure it out. Like, it gets messy, and that's part of it, because people are like, you're literally being conditioned your whole life to think that like you're supposed to do this over here, but you want to do that over there.
Totally.
So like, then you end up kind of trying or seeing like, maybe I can stop, maybe I can like on the side, like whatever, like.
That's too much, because it's like, yeah, it's been so ingrained. Like, that's why, you know, being on TikTok as we both are, it's so cool to see like Gen Zs, even though they're telling me where to part my hair. Okay. But it's amazing to see that like there's like constantly space for exploration, which was not available when we were growing up. It was like, you know, like you're straight, so you can never look at women, or, you know, like, oh, you only like guys. It's like, give me a break. Give me a break. And then, no wonder. Carole, my gosh. Buy a new couch. But the trailer is out, and you've seen it and I have not. So I thought we will blind react, but you're really excited.
I'm really excited for you to watch it. Okay. I stand by what I said last time, that I think, I still think we're not going to get what we want, like what we actually need from Erika Jayne. But, okay.
Guys, why don't we play this game where we say 2 truths and 1 lie? And
first
we have
of
to
all,
guess.
Okay, first of all,
we're starting with an improv warm up.
And yes, this is an icebreaker. And like, Dorit. Now, there's something about Dorit that like, I don't enjoy her, but I can't have her not be in the cast.
I know.
You know?
I actually do enjoy her now. I would have loved if they just started this trailer with Dorit being like, okay, zip, zap, zop.
Red ball.
Green ball.
I went to the store. Yes. And I brought a friend. Okay. Here we go.
Great.
And the outfit. Very Louis Vuitton, top to bottom. And okay, and I also just like, I love plastic surgery. Like, I'm into it, but their faces are all different. Every season, it's a new face.
I got the brand new face.
So we're seeing a new Dorit a little bit, just from the side angle here. And so I'm excited to see. Okay.
The lie.
Okay.
Okay? Two truths and a lie.
Let's hear it, Erica.
Here it is. You ready? I did not see it ending this way. I was going to hold that man's hand till he died.
No, you weren't. Okay.
Which would be a week from now. He's 103. Yeah, that's not like that far away. You're not like, that's not a huge commitment.
No. And that whole divorce is so flimsy and fake. The fakeries. I think they're allegedly. It's obvious they're getting divorced because of money.
It's hard that, like, I think we need to keep watching.
Okay. I hope Lisa Rinna comes in. That's all I'm saying, with some truths. Yes, and exactly what is true.
With any of the lawsuits, like, did you have a heads up? Is that why you got divorced?
No, I did not.
Wow.
Orphans and widows. It makes you feel sick.
Did you know any of this?
No one knows the answer but him.
Okay, quick pause.
Garcelle's about to do them. Like, this is the meme right now.
Okay.
There. Okay.
That was okay. Let's just go back just so we can fully.
Yeah.
Okay, YouTube, just work it with me, please.
No, I did not.
Mm-hmm. The music's so
Orphans and widows. It makes you feel sick.
Did you know any of this?
No one knows the answer but him.
Garcelle. All of us. Who's being
What's
played?
wrong with being fake and phony sometimes?
Exactly.
I don't know what to say about that.
This season.
Sorry. Kyle doesn't know about being. Here's why we love Lisa, even though Lisa is. Am I stopping it too? Do you want me just to watch it and then break it down?
No. I think this is like a worthwhile. Like, this is like.
We were just talking about this. Like, Lisa Rinna just says the thing, and you might not like the thing, but sometimes you feel the thing, and it's the thing you never really want to talk about. But Lisa loves money, loves attention, loves to be the focus, and she says all of that, and yet we get mad when she does all those three things.
That is so true. What would the show be without Lisa Rinna, who's just like, let's talk about it. Like,
let's talk about my thin ass down to the floor dusters. And let's pretend that they're going to keep you warm and that they necessarily need to be that long. The Harry Hamlin of it all, like, I mean, listen, everything is business. Everything is for, public consumption. Everything's game. Like, I love it. Even though Lisa's wild, it's like her and Denise concocted that whole last season.
And the thing is, like, but then you have Eric, like, it's like Erica Jane in the hot seat is just like, it's still so robotic. Like, it's not like I feel like if you get Lisa Rinna, she'd be like, I can't talk about it. Like, I knew more than you thought. Or like, I don't know. Like, she's like, it's a legal thing. Like, you feel like, you don't feel like it's just this person being like, I knew this question would be asked and this is the answer that I have. Like,
the question that is interesting to me is, why is Eric... Okay, let's finish this and then we can really deep dive. Because, I mean... Okay, let's look at these looks, first of all. I mean, Erica Jane looks incredible. Hold on, let me show.
Yeah, I can't see what you're saying.
She looks absolutely incredible.
She does. I don't love Garcelle's look. Again, it's a little bit duster.
It's a little bit duster because it's mostly coat. So we didn't get Kathy Hilton saying anything, although she's not... Who is this new housewife on the end?
I forget her name.
Okay.
But she's new. Sutton got a diamond.
I mean, this is a new Sutton face, and so I'm excited to get to know her as well.
Yeah.
Kyle,
she starts to really pop off in the trailer. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
On The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yes! I love my girl! I'm the king of the world!
Okay.
Buy it! Buy it. Buy
How
it.
much is that?
1.2 million.
Wow. Who wants to kick in a little something to buy this?
You need to kick in my legal fund, you bitch.
So it's somewhere around 53 million.
I've never felt so poor in my life. Kathy Hilton's here.
Look how beautiful. That's the way we like it.
Kathy Hilton has a baby voice.
I know, the Paris.
Ba-boom, ba-boom. Hi.
They look like they have fun.
Crystal. Why have you been hiding this body?
You're an inappropriate, awkward person because you're jealous.
Whoa.
Period.
Okay. Just to stop it for one quick second.
You need to just I play the next thing.
Crystal.
Okay, I'll just, you know what? I'm just going to play this whole thing and then we'll discuss.
Period.
You, Crystal.
Jealous of what? Your ugly leather pants?
Kim changed her number.
She did.
How would you guys feel if I got married again?
I wouldn't like it.
What?
I'm
Weird.
going with my friends.
Oh, God, here we go.
He's too damn old.
Agreed.
He's old.
And he's got 3 kids.
Agreed.
You don't see color?
Are you serious with me right now?
I am not a liar. You have a lot of nerve.
Whoa.
Don't talk to me like that.
Or what?
Seriously.
Or what?
Or nothing.
Right, exactly.
I
Shut
don't-
up.
Okay.
Erica.
Erica, please. The single tear.
Life is a poker game, and everybody's got to show their cards.
Kathy Hilton.
Kathy, shut up.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, so we've watched. Okay. First of all, Kathy Hilton sounds like a Kate McKinnon character, like Katharine Hepburn, or you're just like, the thing about this is, why does she have a million different voices?
Yeah, like she's like, isn't this fabulous? Don't you think? Like,
How do you go from that where it's like, you like my big house? Well, you should come downstairs and see the boudoir.
yeah, life is just chips and droves. like,
Kathy's surgery, like, no more. Kathy, you're great. Like, it's different. It's different. It's
kind of like, you know, that game where like there's like the eyes and the mouth and the nose and you like rotate them. It's like, it kind of feels like that.
Totally. I'm excited she's on though. I mean, Kyle needs an ally. Although maybe Kathy's not going to be the ally.
I mean, I will say that like it seemed like you had like a sixth sense to like pause right before a big thing happened.
Oh, you think like what do you mean? Like
watching the trailer? Well, no, because the thing is, I guess like when you watch the trailer, I think that's the thing with Housewives is like it's all about the reactions. So if you stop at the information, then you miss the reaction.
Yes.
Because it's like, especially Beverly Hills, like only one thing will happen the entire time. We just like, we're going to make a meal out of Garcelle just making a face like, well, like.
But that's where, like, I want Beverly Hills to take a few lessons from Potomac, New York, Salt Lake. We can have multiple storylines going, and we need multiple storylines going. I cannot handle, what is it going to be, like 20 episodes of just Erica Girardi not answering any questions?
Just Erica Girardi being like, I had no clue, and I am devastated.
And let me
Can't you tell?
And yes, and let me be clear, I say Erica Girardi because the Erica Jane energy is gone. Because now we're going to have to see the truth of Girardi.
Yeah. Even like the looks are very muted. Like I know the budget was probably like took a hit, but like.
I mean, because all of her assets are frozen, right?
Yeah, like it's like she's not like answering that question in like the full latex outfit. Like,
which
what?
I would love. Do you think Dorit, knowing that all of her finances had been frozen, she was like, this is my season? Even though Dorit has been climbing and climbing looks-wise, do you think she's like, this is my time?
Yeah, because it's, well, and also I feel like she's like, like my finances were, were in the spotlight last season when she was dressed like the Hamburglar. Like, and.
What, Beachbody? What was it called? Like,
Beverly Beach.
Beverly Beach. Yeah. Never forget. How are we feeling about this? Like, the thing is, I think the reason I love Lisa Rinna is she brings just like some sort of like, it might be really rude, but it's like like she's mean, but she also brings this like frivolous, like, who cares? We're just all on TV.
Even from the trailer to see Lisa Rinna be like, he's too old. He's like, or like Kyle saying it and she's like, I know. Like, it's like, she's not like, I am, he seems like a good man and we're working through it. Like, it's like the wheels turning. Like, she's just kind of like, yeah, like, totally. She's 10. He's 40. Like,
yeah, but I think like in her mind, she's like, she'll be on the Kardashian. She'll have fun. It's not going to last. Even if it does, then maybe I'm in the family. Like, she just doesn't.
Yeah.
How are we feeling? It feels like it's been going on. Everyone's complaining that it's so long. And the thing is, I've got nothing going on. There's no reality shows that are out. So I'm less inclined to complain about the amount of content. But I feel like it's Gottmik to win, and I'm just kind of over the debate that maybe.
I'm very like team Gottmone. Like,
Gottmone is great.
I would love a double win. I feel like this is a year that it's actually warranted. Like, the All Stars one was kind of like, oh, we're breaking that out now. Like, it's like. It's a good option, but I think it's one, again, it's like now they're kind of using a double save in the lip sync for your life a little bit too willy-nilly for my liking.
Yes, where like that wasn't a double save. Like, a double save was like Alyssa and Tatiana. Those are gag moments where you're like, we must. But this double save, I was like, this is a reach beyond. This is a reach beyond. Yeah.
So I feel like it would be a great year for a double win, but I'm leaning towards Gottmik now. Like, I started like, oh my God, Simone is everything.
Simone, of course. I'm upset if anyone thinks that Gottmik is not the funniest queen this season, hands down.
Yes.
Comedy, style, makeup, goes into every challenge with 100% confidence and just like, and 100% like, okay, like, let's try it.
Which is always the energy I don't have going into things. Like, it's like, and it's like when, and then like desperation comes through my eyes and people are like, oh, like the audience is just worried about you. So this wasn't fun.
I mean, Gottmik would be wearing this sweater currently and we'd be like, we know what it is. We know what the style is. And we love this, right?
I would like more color. Like,
I just think Gottmik is just like one of those meaning and lovely and is like not, you know, like it doesn't have this like worrisome energy of like, oh, I might embarrass myself. Like maybe they think that sometimes, but like it doesn't seem that way, you know?
There's an 8-second clip on YouTube where Gottmik is wearing the anal beads look and they're saying who they think is going to be in the bottom. And Gottmik just goes, oh, Gagatrondra.
Gagatrondra.
I've watched it 800 times. Gagatrondra.
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 Do you know the tweens love rosé, right?
Yes. So the tweens love rosé and they're wrong, but that's okay.
And you're like, rosé's a great drag queen, but like we're having a different conversation over here. Like we are only talking about is it Gottmik or Simone, and they are like 50. Like it's like, and then you see the fan vote, and it's like rosé is winning by a landslide.
Like,
I don't think
that final episode, like the music video, was only Gottmik. I'm only looking at Gottmik, and rosé can dance. And I was still like,
it's time to crown your queen. Let's go.
Gottmik was having the best time. Gottmik was just like, yeah! Pow! Like, let's do the dance part. Like,
that's what it is. Gottmik has brought let's do the dance part energy into 2021, and that is what we want, and that is what we need. Simone, I love. I think Simone is so funny and like amazing style. But like as far as the show is concerned, started with a bang and then has really been struggling with like self-confidence. And because of that is like we all do, we're not bringing like their best foot forward. Like Simone's just not grabbing attention, which is like, that doesn't mean that Simone isn't great. I'm just saying as far as the TV show is concerned and the storyline, Rosé has none, Gottmik has everything, and Simone is like kind of fading back a bit.
Yeah, it because then it's once it's like the third or fourth time that Simone is kind of doing the like factory thing, you're like,
yeah.
Like we loved this. We loved this.
And we've all
then yeah. And I loved Is Your Blood Sugar Low?
Is your blood sugar low?
That made me fucking die laughing. But then you're like, we need something new.
We need something new. And here's the thing. Gottmik was like, I paint with clown white, but I'm going to show so many different looks so they never have to say anything to me. And I'm going to choose my moments when I'm like, this is me, this is my brand, this is what I do. And I just think Gottmik is so hilarious, like energetic, positive, truthful, and also just like down for a good time without any need to put on airs.
Yeah.
Which is inspiring to me. To see as a viewer. So I'm thinking it's Gottmik. If it was a double win, I'd be super excited. And Rosé has had no storyline. Rosé liked Denali maybe, and then that was it.
The Rosé thing is where I'm like, I don't know if this show is for me anymore. Like it's like
RuPaul agrees as he steps down as well.
Like I'm like, oh, this show is different now, and that's fine. It's also like, I'm like, oh my God, I've been watching this show for like what feels like 28 years. And like, I remember, I'll give you like snapshot moment. Location, Mickey's, West Hollywood.
Oh, wow. Very Saint-Tropez.
The year is 2012.
Okay.
It's Sharon Needles' season of Drag Race.
Okay.
The excitement is palpable.
Party scene is lit.
And the viewing parties are off the chain.
I'm sure.
And I remember I had a cigarette with Chad Michaels, who told me that this was like just as they were starting, and I was like, oh, I just wanted to say like, I'm so excited you're going to be on. Like, I think you're so great. And she was like, let's go have a cigarette. Like, do you smoke? And I'm like, yes. And I had my first cigarette. No. And
the first time.
And she said that she tripped on her runway in the first episode and they never aired it.
Gaga-Chandra.
But I remember it was like the finale party and the bar had made like pins of like Team Chad, Team Sharon, Team Fifi. And when I got there, they were all out of the Team Sharons. So they only had Team Chad and Fifi. And I'm like, I'll take a Chad. We love a Chad.
Yeah.
Got my Chad button. And then I watched the door as they ran out of them. And you'd see the gays go like, Team Sharon? And they'd be like, no, we only have. And then they'd be like, oh, then Team Chad. They only had the Fifi. And they'd be like, I'll do without.
I would do without.
People were just like, then no.
I mean, I wouldn't even now walk around with a Team Fifi.
No.
The
and it's like
return?
I mean,
doesn't show up to the reunion?
I mean, Jeremy Carey showing up with just like serving this hair in the interview with like Entertainment Weekly. Just like, okay, so we just put in a texturizing paste. That was what we did to get ready. We did an under eye cream. Okay. I go very base gay quickly. of just like suddenly I'm like, why am I homophobic that I'm like performing a stereotype of my own agenda, of my own identity of just like, oh my God, blouse, we love, obsessed. No, fucking kill. No, you look great. I love you.
I will tell you, when I am nervous and in a situation where I don't know anyone, I also go offensively base gay. And it is
you're just in the corner like Gagatron.
Gagatron.
When I got my COVID test, I was like, yes, mama, work, mama. They were like, ew, who are you? And I was like, I'm so scared.
Wow. How will I ever follow that one up?
All I could think about was you, because I came in also at a 10 for my vaccine today.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much. Got Moderna, Team Dolly.
What was the energy? Was it that? Was it exploding purse?
It was exploding purse in that literally I sat down in the chair and 5 things fell out of me. Like, it was like, and I was like, and they were literally talking to me about side effects. And I was like, is this one of them?
That's so embarrassing.
It was like I came up the stairs and there was like a hand sanitizer pump that like I go to like press it and then I look and there's like a giant sign being like, don't press, there's a foot pedal. Yes. And then I'm like, and then to simultaneously everyone and no one, I'm like, or I could have just taken the 1 second to read. It says right there, like just the foot pedal.
Paying attention.
Anyway, and it's like when we finally fixed it, I expected there was going to be the like landing of the plane, like everyone claps, and I'm like, I mean,
yes, yes, sanitizer, come through.
Oh, every bit. Like they're like, oh my God, this form actually says you were born today. Like this is the date, not your birthday. And I'm like, who said I wasn't? This skin, touch the mug.
And they're like, sir, we are frontline workers. And you're like, I haven't been out of the house in weeks.
They're like, it's actually like so part of the mandate that we do not touch the mug right now. We know you haven't put on hand sanitizer since you broke the pump for everyone.
Was your technician into your energy or were they not?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice.
Once I was seated, they were able to receive me better.
You know what? I've never felt more seen in my life. You get me on a chair and just take a couple breaths.
I was going to say, I take a breath and everyone is able to take a breath.
Well, thank you everyone for watching. I have to literally go wash my face from laughing so hard. Patrick, where can everyone find you? And I'll put this up so people, it's all down below. People know, but please say it again.
Please follow me on all of the social media platforms at Pat Smear. That's PATT Smear. And check out my new podcast, Video Queens, which is available anywhere you stream. We're taking a look at all of the gay movies that made us. And
so great.
And they're
so fun.
Wild. Yeah.
And you can follow me at the Stacey McGee because Stacey McGunnigle was too long on the socials as well. So do that. And if you have any topics you want us to cover, send us and we will.
Yeah.
And we will see you very soon. Bye.